The test is about to begin. If you have any problems with the volume, please raise your hand now.
The test is about to begin. If you have any problem with the volume, please raise your hand now.
General English Proficiency Test, High Intermediate Level, Listening Comprehension Test. This listening comprehension test will test your ability to understand spoken English. In this test, each conversation, short talk, and question will be spoken just one time. They will not be written out for you. There are 3 parts to this test. Special instructions will be given to you at the beginning of each part. Part 1. Answering questions. In Part 1, you will hear 15 questions. After you hear a question, read the 4 choices in your test booklet and decide which one is the best answer to the question you have heard. Example: you will hear,
Ms. Lewis has worked here for a long time, hasn't she?
you will read,
A. Yes, at 3 o'clock. B. No, I don't have a watch. C. Yes, more than 20 years. D. No, she's working overtime.
the best answer to the question, Ms. Lewis has worked here for a long time, hasn't she? Is C. Yes, more than 20 years. Therefore, you should choose answer C. The test is about to begin. If you have any problems with the volume, please raise your hand now.
The test is about to begin. If you have any problem with the volume, please raise your hand now.
Please turn to the next page. Now let us begin Part 1 with question number
1. If you happen to be free this weekend, will you go camping with us in the mountains?
Question number 2. There's a stain on this shirt which I bought here this morning. Can I exchange it for a new one?
Question number 3. Evan's going to learn the test results concerning his constant dry cough this evening.
Question number 4. When was this chocolate basket placed on Lucy's desk? I didn't see it earlier today.
Question number 5. That persistent salesperson is at our front door again. It's your turn to deal with him.
Question number 6. Excuse me, waiter. This lamb is almost raw. Could you send it back to the kitchen?
Question number 7. Mr. Benson, why do you wish to apply for a transfer to the purchasing department?
Question number 8. I saw lights on in Mary's house. Isn't she away on vacation with her family this month?
Question number 9. How will the government make this old mining town a tourist attraction?
Question number 10. I wonder when they'll finish rebuilding the bridge destroyed by the typhoon.
Question number 11. Did you know that Galaxy Diner will give its customers 10% off if they pay in cash?
Question number 12. The new development project I'm overseeing should conclude shortly.
Question number 13. What have you decided to do with the lilies your boyfriend gave you?
Question number 14. Who was the mysterious person playing the violin in the studio during break time?
Question number 15. My grandfather has been seeing a physical therapist to aid his recovery from the stroke.
Part 2. Conversations. In Part 2, you will hear 15 conversations between a man and a woman. After each conversation, you will hear a question about the conversation. After you hear the question, read the 4 choices in your test booklet and choose the best answer to the question you have heard. Example, you will hear,
Hey, I think we should make the frame first.
Right. I have some strips of light metal and some wood. Which do you think would be better?
Wood is better. Metal is dangerous to use because it might attract lightning. We can use either paper or cloth to cover the frame. Question.
What are they going to use to make the frame? You will read,
A. Wood. B. Metal. C. Cloth. D. Leather.
The best answer to the question, what are they going to use to make the frame, is A. Wood. Therefore, you should choose answer A. Please turn to the next page. Now let us begin Part 2 with question number 16.
The food at this restaurant is delicious, but I look forward to the plates, bowls, and cups almost as much as the meal.
I know what you mean. The owner made each of them by hand. Ceramics is his hobby.
I've always wondered why he doesn't sell them. I'm certain people would be eager to buy them.
That's what I think, too. Why don't we ask him?
Question.
What do the speakers say about the dishes at the restaurant? Question number 17.
Why has work on the new subway line stopped?
When the construction crew began digging underground, they uncovered the remains of a 500-year-old temple.
So,
archaeologists were called in and are now working on the site.
The construction can only continue after their work is completed, right?
Correct.
Question.
What is happening at the construction site now? Question number 18. Are you enjoying our walk?
It's wonderful. Do you own all of this land?
Yes, and the mansion as well.
How long has all of this been in your family?
For generations, but I've made some changes.
Like what?
Well, the stables are new.
You also have stables here?
Yes. Would you like to see them?
Of course. Question.
Where is this conversation probably taking place? Question number 19.
Jack, why is your face so swollen?
Oh, you noticed.
Are you joking? How could anyone not notice? What happened?
I was stung by a bee last night.
It stung your face?
No, my neck. But my face is where the swelling occurred, and my ear.
That's terrible. You must be allergic to bee stings.
You might think that, but I've had tests done, and they never found anything.
Question.
What are the speakers mainly discussing? Question number 20. What do you think?
I like it, but can we afford it? It's more than we're paying now.
I know, but this apartment is quite roomy, don't you think?
Yes, it's larger than our place.
I think we should take it.
Without looking anywhere else?
I'm afraid someone else will rent it if we don't.
Question.
According to this conversation, why does the man like the apartment? Question number 21. Are you ready to go yet?
I am, but it appears you're not. Why are you dressed like that? Didn't you know that tonight's function is formal?
Joseph did not mention to me that there was a dress code.
I spoke with his wife, and she described the occasion as an elegant affair. Your baggy jeans and sweater have to stay home. Question.
What is wrong with the man? Question number 22.
Mr. Yates, I need your signature on this document.
I can't sign it if I don't know what's in it.
Oh, sorry. It's the adjusted monthly budget. I showed it to you yesterday, and you suggested some changes to the contents. I've marked them for your reference.
Okay. I'll look it over when I finish this. Just leave it on my desk. Thanks.
Question.
What did the woman do to the document? Question number 23.
Are you having fun, Bob?
Oh, yes. The catering is wonderful, and so are all the nice cards and gifts from everyone.
We're sure going to miss you around the office.
I'll miss you guys, too. After all, most of us have been working together for over 30 years.
What are you looking forward to doing now?
Spending more time with my grandchildren.
Good idea. Question.
Where are these people? Question number 24.
Hey, Joe, I thought you were going diving with Ben today.
We were, but the waves were over 6 feet high. He said it wouldn't be very safe.
Are you going to try again next week?
I hope so. If this strong wind eases quickly, conditions should be calmer in a day or two. Then we can go diving along the reef that Ben wants me to see.
Question.
What problem did Joe and Ben encounter today? Question number 25. Look, all of my acne is gone.
Wow, it is. How did you get rid of it?
I used a new medicated lotion recommended by a pharmacist. If you wash your face with it twice a day, it removes pimples and prevents new ones from forming.
Well, it worked for you. Question.
What is the man pleased about? Question number 26.
Valley Corporation, Accounting Division.
Miss Burton, my name is Conrad Jarrett. I spoke with you earlier this month.
I'm sorry, Mr. Jarrett. Ms. Burton is away from her desk right now. Is there something I can do for you?
Thank you, but I need to speak to Ms. Burton directly. Can I leave a message to have her call me back?
Of course. Does she have your number?
I believe so.
Question.
What did the man first assume about the woman he was speaking with? Question number 27. How was your flight, Susan?
Very uncomfortable. I was sitting in economy class between two huge men. I barely had room to stretch.
Couldn't you move to a different seat?
No, none were available. The plane was packed.
It's a good thing that it was only a 1-hour flight then.
That's for sure. Question.
What was the positive aspect of the woman's flight? Question number 28.
Guess who I ran into at the supermarket?
Who?
Mr. Davis. Remember him? He lived across from our house on Grand Avenue.
Oh, how's he doing?
To tell you the truth, I hardly recognized him.
Why, has he changed that much?
Well, his hair is all gray now, and he walks quite slowly with his stoop.
Really? He used to be so lively.
Yeah, but that was several years ago. Question.
What does the woman imply about Mr. Davis? Question number 29.
Did you hear the news about Professor Moretti?
The renowned Italian astronomer?
Yes, he's developed an entirely new way to search for small, cool planets that orbit the stars.
How will that be helpful?
Astronomers now will be able to identify planets that are similar to Earth and could support life. Question.
What are the speakers mainly discussing regarding Professor Moretti? Question number 30.
This summer has been quite abnormal.
Why do you say that?
There haven't been any typhoons so far, and August is almost over.
It's funny you should mention that. Just yesterday, the Weather Bureau predicted that at least 3 typhoons would strike the island within the next few weeks.
I'll be happy just to see an end to this stretch of hot weather we've been having. Question.
What weather has been forecast? Part 3. Short Talks. In Part 3, you will hear several short talks. After each talk, you will hear 2 to 3 questions about the talk. After you hear each question, read the 4 choices in your test booklet and choose the best answer to the question you have heard. Example. You will hear,
Welcome, shoppers. Do you buy expensive fresh fruit juice because it's too much trouble to make it yourself at home? Well, here's a machine that will save you money. It's called the Handy Juicer. Let me show you how it works. First, slice your fruit into pieces like this. Then press this button to start the machine and drop the pieces into this opening at the top. Already, you can see the juice flowing out of the spout into my glass. With this Handy Juicer, you can also combine several kinds of fruit to make your own juice creations, and cleanup is quick. As you can see, everything comes apart to make washing easy. Buy this Handy Juicer and start saving money on juice today. Question number 1.
where is this talk most probably being given? You will read,
A. On the radio. B. At a restaurant. C. During a cooking class. D. In a department store.
The best answer to the question, where is this talk most probably being given, is D, in a department store. Therefore, you should choose answer D. Now listen to another question based on the same talk. You will hear,
Question number 2.
what is a special feature of the Handy Juicer? You will read,
A. It runs on batteries. B. It's just the right size. C. It's easy to clean. D. It's safe to use.
the best answer to the question, what is a special feature of the Handy Juicer, is C. It's easy to clean. Therefore, you should choose answer C. Please turn to the next page. Now let us begin Part 3 with questions number 31 and 32 are based on the following announcement. During the spring semester, the Carver College Theater Club will present a production of Cabaret, the classic Broadway musical of the 1960s. If you would like to try out for a part in this musical, come to the University Theater on December 11 at 6 p.m. All Carver College students are welcome to try out. You'll need to demonstrate not only acting, but also singing and dancing skills at the tryout session. For more information, contact Mr. Adams at 2488-3949.
Question number 31.
What is the purpose of the announcement?
Question number 32.
According to the announcement, what's true about the tryout session?
Questions number 33 to 35 are based on the following lecture. Indian society is divided into 4 religious castes. Those in the lowest caste are considered unclean. These people are called Dalits and have long suffered from widespread discrimination and stern restrictions on choosing a career. Traditionally, they were only allowed to take the very poorest jobs. Currently, Dalits number about 150 million people. Thus, with this enormous figure, Dalits have a measure of social and political power in today's democratic India. They also constitute a large market for books. As a result, a generation of Dalit authors has sprung up. Their novels, poetry, and short stories are being widely published. And there is even demand for Dalit magazines and workshops. Dalits still have to struggle for their rights, but now at least their voices can be heard. Question number 33.
What does the speaker point out about Dalits?
Question number 34.
According to this talk, what is helping the Dalits now?
Question number 35.
What is one of the main subjects of this talk? Questions number 36 to 38 are based on the following telephone message. Hello, Mrs. Owens. This is John Wallace from Home Care's Technical Service Center. I am scheduled to visit your home today to take a look at your flat-screen, high-definition television. I expect to be in your neighborhood in the afternoon around 2 p.m. The service order states that you would prefer an afternoon call, so I hope this suits your schedule. Please call me back at 0988-476-231 when you receive this message. If I do not hear from you by 1:30 p.m., I will cancel my visit, and you will have to reschedule by calling Home Care between 9 a.m. and 6:30 p.m., Monday to Saturday. Thank you.
Question number 36.
What is the main purpose of this message?
Question number 37.
What type of home appliance is mentioned in the message?
Question number 38.
What does the man hope the woman will do before 1:30 p.m.?
Questions number 39 and 40 are based on the following commercial. If you're looking for a memorable gift for a couple expecting a child, Baby Sounds is the perfect choice. Using a microphone to pick up fetal heartbeats, hiccups, and kicks from inside the womb, Baby Sounds amplifies these noises and plays them over headphones. There's also a microphone to talk or sing into and speakers to place on the mother's abdomen, letting the fetus within hear more clearly. Not only does this amazing gift bring families closer together, listening to music while in the womb can potentially improve the development of an infant's visual, linguistic, and motor skills. Baby Sounds is even endorsed by physicians. Won't you share the gift of joy with someone you love? Question number 39.
What type of product is being advertised?
Question number 40.
What information about the product does the advertisement provide? Questions number 41 to 43 are based on the following news report. The queens of ancient Egypt used dramatic eye makeup to enhance their beauty. They also believed the makeup could protect their eyes from disease. Historians have long doubted this disease-fighting ability, knowing that key substances in the makeup contained a toxic material, lead. Recently, however, French scientists mixed these substances with human skin cells and discovered that the combination produced nitric oxide. In humans, nitric oxide boosts the immune system, thus increasing the body's ability to fight disease. The researchers' finding indicates that the makeup likely did have a protective effect. This would have been very helpful in ancient Egypt, where people could easily develop eye infections after coming into contact with contaminated water.
Question number 41.
What is the main subject of this talk?
Question number 42.
What were the Egyptian women trying to protect?
Question number 43.
What effect did the scientists' findings have?
Questions number 44 and 45 are based on the following talk. Attending a trade show is a significant part of our marketing strategy. With the drop in global demand for our frames in recent years, our firm has had to be more selective in deciding which shows to attend. 10 years ago, we were going to at least 4 major shows in Europe each year. This year, we only took part in 2, the Frankfurt show in April and the Paris show in September. We're spending a bit more on our booth than we used to in order to maximize our visibility. We're also hiring an experienced designer to create a booth that is attractive and uses space efficiently. We want to stand out from the crowd, but also project a professional image that will impress buyers. Question number 44.
What is the speaker mainly discussing?
Question number 45.
What does the speaker imply is a good idea? This is the end of the listening comprehension test.
General English Proficiency Test, High Intermediate Level Speaking Test. Please read the self-introduction sentence. Part 1. Answering questions. You will hear 8 questions. Each question will be spoken once. Please answer the question immediately after you hear it. For questions 1 to 4, you will have 15 seconds to answer each question. Do you enjoy outdoor recreational activities? Why or why not? Question number 2. Have you ever had a physical examination? Tell me about your experience. Question number 4. Your uncle wants to buy Chinese medicine from a street vendor for $5,000. Persuade him not to do that. For questions 5 to 8, you will have 30 seconds to answer each question. Why do you think some parents prefer not to let their children watch TV? Question number 6. If you were going to buy a cell phone for your grandfather, what factors would you consider important when choosing one? Question number 7. What are the advantages or disadvantages of learning a foreign language online? Question number 8. Do you think personal appearance really matters when one is looking for a job? Please explain. Part 2 and picture description. Look at the picture. Think about the questions below for 30 seconds, and then record your answers for 1.5 minutes. Please record your answers for 1.5 minutes. Part 3. Discussion. Think about your answers to the questions below for 1.5 minutes, and then record your answers for 1.5 minutes. You may use your test paper to make notes and organize your ideas. Please record your answers for 1.5 minutes. End of Part 3. Please read the self-introduction sentence again. This is the end of the speaking test.